China, how about some of your top fits in the WNBA?
I love her in these bright colors. The outfit is doing all the talking.
Athletic with beauty, gotta give it up. The ladies are the future.
Fashion itself is a conversation starter. It always has been. And I think style is so much deeper than like what is trendy and what's hot right now. Style is how you carry yourself. Style is how you put things together. With different personalities that we're seeing with players in W and what they choose to put on, and also who they choose to prop up through their style, also gives us a taste into what they believe.
Before it was just like, okay, I want to look good, just to go out, like, you know what I'm saying? I want people to be looking. But now I'm actually learning like what it means for like a piece to go with this piece and a color with this pattern.
I think it's just been a really good way to get us embedded in the fashion world and really into like even the streetwear culture.
Y'all dress better than them NBA characters, no offense.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to say it.
Be stylish. Yeah. Amadi is just super talented. She can make our personalities exude through our clothing, really find things that fit our body style, our personality, and our energies.
She's helped me come out of my shell. I'm wearing like crop tops now, showing more skin, and that's something I was really shy about. So she did help me step out my comfort zone a lot.
I love that they are fashionable and they show up empowered and ready to work, but they're doing it as their best selves. Like, that makes me feel good.
One of the aspects of the viewership increase and what all the eyes on women's basketball have become is the tunnel walk.
We know the WNBA players always bring it in the tunnel. Let's check out some of our favorite fits from opening weekend.
My fire is flame, 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 my fire is flame.
There's so many fans coming in solely because sometimes the fit. They're like, she's fly. Let me see what she's talking about. Then they start watching the game. Now they're a new fan. It's almost like my game day in a way. It's interesting to see in one tunnel, like the variety of like what's coming down the tunnel between my clients on the Aces.
And I love that she's carved out a very specific aesthetic for Asia and the other women that she dresses. And what I really love is that it doesn't look like anyone else.
It's another level of engagement that I feel that we weren't getting with the WNBA for so long.
Fashion and sports, we see it highlighted in pro men's sports all the time. And now we are seeing female athletes do the same.
We have been wanting to talk to somebody who knows all about WNBA styles inside and out.
Welcome to the Genuinely Curious podcast. I'm your host, Shantiana Keys, here with stylist extraordinaire Amadi Brooks.
Stylist Amadi Brooks is a Douglasville native and former D1 basketball player herself, and she has helped some huge stars like Asia Wilson, Serena Williams, and many, many more develop their looks.
Welcome back to WNBA Countdown. Well, we have some amazing news for you.
It was an honor to be Amadi's first client. She told me two things that she was passionate about: helping athletes transition to their next career after their sport is done, but also, obviously, fashion styling. And I felt like it was time for her to step out and get that first big opportunity to really put her name on the map. But that didn't happen with me, actually. It was after me, when she had the chance to style the best player in the world right now, who is Asia Wilson, who is on magazine covers, who is working with major brands, and it is Amadi that is fitting her for all of those opportunities.
She really understands how to implement my personality and my style. Like, I'm a 90s baby, so like, let's bring back the trends. Let's go dig a little deeper, and the attention to detail that Amadi has is incredible.
Oh yeah, it's given period. It's fun. And I wear a heel and a shoe.
Yeah, we're doing heel and then a patria to Kobe.
Asia's just a powerhouse all the way around in everything she touches. It definitely motivates me to bring my best game, my A game, when working with her.
We bounce off each other. I'm like, I'm not digging this. She's like, okay, but she'll come back with something even better. And I'm like, why didn't we do that the first time? But it teaches us a lot about trial and error, and we formed a great relationship.
You know, I've learned so much, and I've gotten so many different opportunities as her stylist, and I feel like we've always been able to still stay true to who she is. On the court, to her adventure as the New York Times bestseller, trusting me to style her for her press tour, it's me manifesting what I've wanted for myself and through someone that I manifested that I wanted to work with.
She did a remarkable job with her on her book tour and stuff. Like, so many people were just showing her love and giving her flowers, and it like gives you that boost of confidence and like lets you know that you're on the right path, like keep going in this direction, take chances.
Styling 3 different personalities, it can be a challenge, of course, but I think it also pushes me creatively that in a way that I do enjoy. As we know, Asia is our like sporty feminine, like she's a boss. She's the it girl. You know, Jackie, we're in our rock star era, you know. Sid, she has this personality that can carry like a fun pattern or something that maybe somebody else might not be able to pull off, but she's gonna pull it off, you know, like she's my risk taker.
Today, Sid is gonna be wearing this Dead Dirt custom set. The designer's Domo Wells.
I really like this look, fitted in sneakers, so that's the vibe. I've been able to find my own style over the years with the help of Amadi, who styles me. It's been cool for me to just get more comfortable with how I want to dress, like mix it up. It'll be tomboyish, more feminine, but just getting outside of my comfort zone. It's been cool to really see somebody with an eye for it, tell you what they see for your body type, for your personality, and not try to push you too far out of what it is you're comfortable with, but little things at a time, like, hey, well, like, throw on a heel with that, see how that looks.
Of course we want to push them out of their box, you know, put them in things that they might not have thought to do on their own, and that's why I'm here. But at the same time, who you are is enough. So how can we highlight who you are, but take it to another level?
When I see Amadi Brooks and how she's styling Asia Wilson and just several players for the Aces, you know, it just makes me smile because this is something that's been going on for a long time.
I think it is so powerful, and I'm so extremely grateful for the Black designers and like the Black stylists who came before me that were already trying to fill this gap even when people weren't ready to buy in.
In the beginning, there was kind of like a script, like so to speak, and those who did not necessarily, you know, fit that script, I mean, you might have got criticized a little bit. Like, as many people loved that I wore lipstick, there were a whole lot of people like, what is she trying to do? And why is she wearing lipstick? And, you know, it's drawing attention to her and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, it isn't. Like, this is kind of like who I am, and that's how I'm gonna show up.
What color is that lipstick? That's not normally the Tina Thompson lipstick. What do we got? Is that for breast awareness night?
Of course it is.
All right, there we go. Tina Thompson, everybody, the future Hall of Famer right here.
It was kind of like, if you're feminine, you can't be aggressive. There were players like the Lisa Leslies, like the Tina Thompsons and the Charlotte Smiths and myself that tore down those stereotypes.
When I came into the league, there was one person that people kind of thought of when they thought of fashion, and it was Sylvia Crawley.
Growing up, I've always kind of been into fashion because I had to design everything for myself. By the age of 12, I got my own sewing machine and I was making my own designs. I wanted it to look better than the stores. And so that became our goal for me and my mom, is to make other kids wish that they could have what I had versus me feel sad because I couldn't wear what the other kids were wearing.
It wasn't something that you were going to see in a department store. It was one of one. And Sylvia was able to take that talent and also create her own line of clothing.
I'm one of the lucky ones. I've always known that I was going to have a career in fashion, just unsure of the pathway. It went from, hey, they're changing the dress code. I'm not sure how to transition off the court. I've got these appearances. I've got All-Star Weekend. Hey, Shai, you love fashion. Can you help me put this outfit together for this event? And so it went from that to like dressing Sue Bird and Swin Cash and, you know, Nikki Caldwell Fargus.
She was ahead of the game and she had a vision. And all I wanted to do was make that come true.
And she said, I'll only do it if you get LLC'd and you make it official. And at the time, I didn't realize she was empowering me, and what we were able to do at UCLA just totally catapulted my business. And then you have other women who are just as talented and have like kind of taken the torch and gone on when you think of like Adrienne Ross and what she's doing with different brands.
I think it's the vision and the framework that I've put around what I'm doing. You know, I took what I've done with basketball and my company Studio 33, you know, so it's like keeping the number, changing the game. You have to trust yourself to do something that you've never done before. You know, you have to have blind faith a lot of times. You're an entrepreneur. I'm used to having structure and, you know, this time we're gonna do this and instant gratification. Like we played in the game, I know I won. I'm planting seeds that I don't know when that's gonna harvest, honey, but hey, we're just out here. And that's what it's about. You know, you have to take those risks.
In 2016, I was able to partner with the NCAA for the Final Four in Indianapolis. I was the ambassador, and we put together a fashion show called Hoops Meets Heels. And we were able to gather 80 VIPs, players, who's who's. We had the SEC commissioner, we had a WWE wrestler, we had coaches, we had everyone that came together. Fast forward to last year, now Sylvia is the fashion show guru. And so she comes up to me and she says, hey, I'm having a fashion show. I need you to style it. And I just have a baby and I'm like, hey, Adrienne Ross is from Dallas. She's an up and coming designer. She's amazing. Tap into her.
It's great that the WNBA sponsored that event because it shows us like we see you. But to be able to do that with someone that came before me, super talented, to be seen and given the opportunity to showcase women the way that I've always seen us, very height inclusive, multi-generational. It was just God like really doing his thing, but also too them wearing it with confidence and showing that and being seen in that light. And I was like, we need so much more of this.
We start to get some synergy and just all start to work together where it's for us, by us type of thing, then it's a beautiful thing.
It's artistry. I really believe it's an art to be able to dress and style a person where they feel comfortable and they feel beautiful.
I do believe that God gave me a gift, and along the way he's blessed me with these connections and meeting these people that have helped me to configure this career of mine that has turned out to be more successful than I ever imagined. What my final purpose is and what my final calling will be, I think we will see, but I know I'm on the right path, for sure.
We're treading on mountains, we're tickling these clouds, yeah, we rise up, rise up, rise up, way above the ground, there is no room for doubt, yeah, we rise up, rise up, rise up. We rise up.